Hi, my name is Tiffany, and today I'm going to submit 3 screencasts where I walk you through examples of effective vocabulary instruction I've provided as part of my literary instruction in my high school English classes. So I'm going to submit 3 7 to 10 minute segments where I highlight 3 different approaches to vocabulary instruction from the unit that I'm currently teaching. I'm teaching a 9th grade English class. It's American Lit, and we've currently been focusing on the graphic novel American Born Chinese. I'm also going to include evidence from student work that demonstrate the application of the different vocabulary learning strategies. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is just a little snippet from a vocabulary journal that I have the students fill out as we read. Before we start each chapter, we go over the vocabulary focus words that they will see in the chapter. And the first strategy that we focus on is building context skills and using clues from the visual context and the other context to guess the word's meaning. We all know that this is an important skill for students when they're reading and also test taking. So the first thing that I have them do is open up to the page that the word is on. So if the focus word is antiquity, then they're going to open up to page 133. I wish I could show you what it looks like, but I'm not that tech savvy yet. I haven't quite figured out how to have a screen where you can see me and the worksheet. So we'll work on that maybe next time. So I'll just explain it. So on page 133, we have one big panel, and in the panel is just a simple picture of mountains and clouds and vegetation. And the text says, "In all of antiquity, only 4 monks ever achieved legendary status." So based on that, they need to come up with what the word means, what they think that the word means. So after they've done this, usually what I'll do is I will have them discuss with each other and with the class. We'll talk about what we guessed and why we guessed it, and sometimes it's kind of funny and it's fun. Once we've done that, then we go to the dictionary. So this is where they look up the actual dictionary definition. They also look up synonyms and antonyms, and then they have to write their own example sentence. So in this way, we're using another strategy where we're just focusing on the meaning. So instead of just, memorizing the dictionary definition and being able to match it with the term, we want the students to start internalizing what it means so that they can hopefully start to use it in their vocabulary. So let me see if I can pull up our student sample. Again, I'm sorry about the lack of tech savviness. I had to take this picture on my phone because our copier is not scanning and sending things to our emails currently. So anyway, we'll just do what we can. So as you can see, this is a student work sample. So as they were reading the focus word antiquity, when they looked at page 133, they thought that it might have something to do with wildlife. Then when they pulled up the dictionary definition, they found that it actually means the ancient past, especially the period before the Middle Ages. Synonyms, a synonym was old, an antonym was new, and then an example sentence was the antiquity of the vase made it valuable. So the next focus word that they looked up was eloquence. And when they looked at page 134 and tried to use the context and visual clues, it looks like they thought that the monk in the picture seemed really into speaking, so they guessed that maybe it meant like serious. And then found that the dictionary definition meant fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. The synonyms were articulacy, and the antonym was inarticulacy. The example sentence was, "A preacher spoke with great eloquence." So again, they were able to take the word from the dictionary definition and then create something of their own out of it. I'm a big believer that the best demonstration of having mastered a skill is being able to create something new. I think that that's the highest demonstration of learning, is creativity. So I always like to give my students as many opportunities as possible to create something new with the skills that they've learned. So this one's really important to me. The next focus word is vagrant. So as they were guessing the context, they thought that it meant that maybe taking someone that was being taken advantage of. Then when they looked in the dictionary definition, it looks like they found that it is a person without a home or regular work who wanders from place to place and lives by begging. A synonym was homeless, an antonym is settled. And then the example sentence was, the vagrant beggars lived in the dumpster. So these are just 3 examples of different words that the students looked up and guessed the context of, and then focused on the meaning for. So this is just one part of their vocabulary journal. After they've done this initial research and work trying to understand the words, then they read the chapter, and after the chapter we have little vocabulary activities that we do that again helps them to focus on the meaning. This is one example. It's not the best picture, but this is a crossword puzzle that I created for one of the chapters. So this is just a student sample. They filled out this crossword puzzle. So again, it's just giving them lots of opportunities to focus on the meaning, to guess the word in context, and then as always, we just want to give them as much exposure to each one of these words as possible throughout the unit, so that it's, they're using repetition to just be exposed and have experiences to the different words that we're focusing on for that unit.